Burlington's protected conservation land just got a little bit bigger. Last Wednesday, a group gathered at a newly donated piece of conservation land for a dedication ceremony and a few words. The land was donated by GTH Homes, a local developer who are building a new 3-home cul-de-sac in the area and did not have a commercial use for the wetlands that abutted their project, but were part of the land purchase deal. GTH Homes principal Greg Hickok said he was glad the arrangements could be worked out and that the land would be given to the town for protection.
What we did when this property's been the same family for 100 years. When it came available, I looked into buying the property, my partner and I and Bob Richard. And when I went to conservation and told them, here's what I'm thinking on doing, I could see the disappointment in John's face, John Keeley, the head of conservation. So I said to him, John, look, if I buy this land, I'll make sure the town gets some of it back. I'll take what I need and I'll give some of it back. He looked skeptical, but here we are today, and I feel blessed that we had the opportunity to give back to the town, which town of Burlington has been great to us. So
the entrance for the new parcel is near the intersection of Chandler Road and Harris Drive, but what makes it particularly exciting for the Conservation Department is that it extends on the existing Mill Pond Conservation Area.
Which is terrific for the Conservation Commission because it abuts our nicest conservation area. The Mill Pond Conservation Area is 140 acres of open space that surrounds the Mill Pond Reservoir. Everybody in town knows the Mill Pond Reservoir. They don't realize that there's 140 acres of woodland all around it. Most people just go walk around the reservoir. So we've got all these beautiful trails out here. So it means more land for the conservation area, more access for the people in this neighborhood who don't have to get in their cars and drive to the treatment plant or something to get to a trail. They can walk out their door and walk up the street and get into the woods immediately. So it's a win-win.
Connecting conservation areas make them more attractive for recreational uses.
Rather than having a lot of little tiny small conservation areas, which are fragmented habitat and not much use for actually recreation. If an area is too small, people aren't going to go there and spend 5 minutes walking. But if you make our other conservation areas larger, it increases the recreational potential of the conservation areas. It just makes them a more enjoyable experience for the people in the town.
The 1.6-acre area also has some helpful features for conservation, perhaps most notably this vernal pool, a type of pool that is full of water in the spring but mostly dry for the rest of the year, making it an ideal location for amphibians because the pools can support their eggs but not the fish who would otherwise dine on those eggs.
These vernal pools are extremely important for our amphibian population, as is the woodland around it, because they spend the rest of the year outside of their egg-laying period in the spring out in the forest. So it's tremendously important for the wildlife in the conservation area.
Finally, Greg said he is excited to share this piece of land with the community.
I appreciate the people, all the volunteers that try to protect the land. When I first saw the land and I walked it, I was amazed how beautiful it is. The trails back there, you feel like you're up in the White Mountains sometimes. I think people would be shocked if they did the walk back there, how beautiful it is. So I really wanted, when we acquired the property, we decided we got to protect this land. And I know by donating it to conservation, it'll be protected forever. So that's what I'm excited about.
From the new conservation land that is now part of the Mill Pond Conservation Area, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Hosford.